Hey everyone. First, I want to say thank you for taking a minute to watch this video. And then I want to say this is actually not at all how I anticipated this video going. I just came back from a run, but as any of you that know me know, I like to pray when I run. And so in my mind, when I was making this video for everyone, it was going to be on a good day that I was feeling happy about myself, and I was maybe dressed a little bit differently and my face wasn't flushed and my hair was done, but the Lord said today. And so here I go. And I think it's because he wanted me to, I guess, be able to share my heart, and not necessarily something so scripted. You guys know that I have had a heart for missions for a really, really long time. And I think everybody thought at some point in time I was going to go into the missions field. And actually, earlier this year, God actually said to me, yeah, I'm going to send you into the mission field, but it's a little bit different than probably what anybody is thinking right now. As you guys know, Michael planted Charm City Church, and it's been about 2 years ago now. And one of the networks that support him was teaching him about how church plants gain staff so that they can actually grow. And so he's been having these conversations, and he came to me and he said, Mom, I want you to support Raise and come to work for Charm City Church. And honestly, I feel like I probably was shocked, sort of, and it didn't really make any sense. I'd never heard of anything like that before. I kind of knew because FCA does that. If you're aware of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, they support Raise. Everybody that works for FCA, they've raised money to actually have the job that they're in. So I guess I had heard about something like that being done here in the States, but I didn't know that churches actually or church plants actually do that so that they can gain staff, so that they can not only grow a church, but grow disciples. And so if you've not been to Charm City yet, I will share, and if you've been, you already know that God is doing some really amazing things there. It is truly one of those moments, or not moments, but one of those things where you can't walk into the door there and not think to yourself, only God could have done this. I mean, Michael was 25 when he planted. Our services are on Wednesday, not Sunday. There's just so much about what Charm City does that is not tradition. But it's what God said to do, and only God could have done with that church, or with our church, what he's been doing with it now. And so I've created this video. The Lord said, share your heart. And like I said, I had been writing down different thoughts. I wanted to collect myself and be able to make this organized and well thought out. But in my run today, God said, just do it when you get home. I just want you to do it when you get home. And I'm like, but Lord, I'm going to be hot and I'm going to be sweaty and my face is going to be red. He was like, I don't care. I just want you to do it. Just share your heart. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like for you to prayerfully consider if you would be willing to support my journey to go full-time at Charm City Church. Our church has come to a place where we have about an average of 160 people that come to service every week. And while we have an amazing team of people that serve, that help us, put on service every week. And that actually, reach out and care about people. It's impossible to actually make disciples and to have a church that grows Christians and helps people develop in their relationship with the Lord with one full-time pastor. And I'm honored and humbled that God would even call me for the opportunity to come alongside of my son, my pastor, and help him grow the church that only he could have planted. And so I'm asking you once again if you would prayerfully consider your support. And what that looks like is, if God would lead you to a one-time donation, obviously I would be grateful for that. But what it looks like is asking the Lord if there would be a monthly donation that he would lay on your heart to send to Charm City Church to help support my payroll. there's no pressure in this. And I don't want anybody to do anything that the Lord has not called them to. Transparently, I drug my feet on this, and I'm not really sure why. But he told me a while ago, and I'm saying a while ago, like probably December, and it's now June 3rd. My mom's 80th birthday, actually. And I'm finally getting around to it. So I've been slow to obedience. I've been struggling with obedience. And I think some of that is because I really love the ministry that I was in. I love my job at the school. You guys all know that if you know me. But God's called me to something new. And I'm excited about that. But I can't do it without your support. But again, I only want your support if it's something that God would lay on your heart and say, hey, I want to support her as she steps into her calling on the mission field at Charm City Church. So thank you for taking the time to just hear me out. I appreciate it. If you don't feel called to give, please know I believe wholeheartedly in the power of prayer. And so your prayers are just as coveted as your giving. I appreciate anyone who's willing to come alongside me as I step out in faith. And I try with all of my heart to lean into the verse that said, blessed is she who believes that the Lord will do what he said that he's going to do. Thank you guys so much. Pray for our church. Pray for me. And that's all. God is good.